Hello, everybody. I'm Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro, and I'm coming to you from Marriott Grand Vista in Orlando, Florida, where I own and operate my business, teaching business under the Shade Tree, where I teach and I talk about the Shade Tree Pro swing system. But what I'm gonna do today is, you hear me all the time. I'm always talking about the golf swing, what this. But now, because in my Shade Tree Pro system, it's different. It's different. It's based on anatomy. I'm telling you how the body moves and and certain things. But now I'm gonna start training you. I'm gonna show you how to train, and I'm gonna give you the one thing that I do, and it's very, very important that you learn before you can finish something. Before you can start something, you got to know how to finish it. So if you get, even when you're getting ready to take a trip, you got to know where you're going. And one of the biggest things you got to learn in a golf swing is how to finish the golf swing. You all have heard me many times by now that I'm not one about this big hip rotation and all of that, because as I said 1,000 times or more, that rotation is a reaction, and the hip rotation reacts to the swinging of the club from the top down. So what I'm going to show you today here, I'm going to show you how I train my finish of the golf swing. Now, here's one of the reasons, and also it's going to show you as well why I don't focus on trying to turn my hips, because that's just it to me. It requires too much movement, and it's just not a simple move as it seems to be, or you would think it is, but it's not. It leads to more inconsistencies than consistency. Now, for me, when I train my lead arm, and since you all heard me talk about rolling the shaft and all of this, well, my arm actually, when I hit a ball, now I know everybody goes this way. I've heard Jimmy Ballard talk about this, arm flowing that way. Well, mine's actually go under. It goes under, and there's a reason that it goes under. So when I go to make a swing, just feel this. I swing it, and I feel it rolling under. See, I feel it rolling under. And the reason I feel it rolling under, because I'm trying to get the golf swing to go to an area to where it stops, where, as I call it, where it parks. A great drill I do at sitting at the house, I sit there and just pat the back of my head, take my hand up and pat the back of my head, just like that right there. So all I'm doing is the same thing. I'm getting the motion of swinging this golf club so I can get my hand or my arm back behind my head. Now see, the problem is, now you notice that as I'm swinging this, my body's going to rotate and come around naturally. But what happens is that all you got to do is take one hand off the club, and you can see why I don't believe in the spinning. Because watch this. If I go this way, see, my arm doesn't go up. See what I mean? It just spins around, and I'm not trying to make a swing that goes like this. See what I mean? I'm trying to make a swing to where it swings. And I can't go that fast without spinning. But I can sit here and go. Because that's in tennis and many other sports. See, I can rotate my arm. Now, if I did this, went over, there's no way that I could do that. So now when I go to hit a ball, all I'm doing is making that action. Y'all have heard me say in videos before that if on a scale of 1 to 10, if the right arm is going 8, the left arm needs to go 10 because it needs to keep going. So here's how I do it. So I don't work on trying to clear my left side out of the way. I mean, there's so much that's going on underneath the skin that you can't see. So all I do is make sure that I rotate that under till it finishes. You can get a heavy weight. You can do it. Just practice it and practice. Start off slow, and then you may be able to build it up to the speed to where I'm at. So when I feel that, then I make my move. I mean, that's just crushed. And because I know exactly how it's going to finish, I don't have to swing like a madman to get it. I can still make smooth swings. because I know where it's going to finish or where I'm going to park it every single time. You have to learn how to train that. Hey, keep working on that. Work on that. Work on, I don't care what, get anything in your hand. Work on, remember, the hand actually goes under. Mo Norman said under and up. And that's what he meant, under and up. So we can get this club to go back behind us. The club swings on a vertical axis, not horizontally around you. Give it a try. Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro. And don't forget, I will be setting up my online lessons. Stay tuned for that. And always good golfing.